Hey people, it's me again. So, anyways, um, so I guess there's like another election here, but it's our friends from down under having their election, so to speak. But I think as far as how it'll play out, I think that most likely uh, Prime Minister Albanese will probably remain in power as far as that goes. As when it comes to like his party, the Liberal Party is one of the other little things there because I think that that most likely they got into power because of how the Liberals and the National Coalition had messed a lot of things up as far as whether it was just the economy on one instance, but it could also be the way they handled the bug in recent years and all of that, and you know, and so that might have been the biggest thing that had to be put into perspective of that sort. But I think when it comes to how it could probably play out later on, it's anybody's guess as far as how long the Labor Party will remain in power as far as that goes. You know, so considering the last time there was like a switch, there was like the '07 election there, and then I think it was one of the things that I just find out bizarre, in the last couple of years was like the revolving door of prime ministers of that sort, especially what happened, you know, early on there, when it came to like, the whole fight over leadership and all that, and within the Labor Party initially when it was like Kevin Rudd, and then I keep forgetting that prime minister's name, but she was like the first woman to be the prime minister of Australia, and then that was back to Kevin Rudd, and then it was like then once the Liberals and the National Coalition had gone into power there, then it was like Tony Abbott, then he gets ousted, then it was Malcolm Turnbull, then he gets ousted, and Scott Morrison, and now it's like the new prime minister there, Albanese, I think, that became prime minister about 3 years ago, so I mean, it'd be interesting to see as far as, how it'll play out in this point there, because the last election was like the whole double dissolution, which was kind of a rarity that happens in Australia, where both the House and the Senate get dissolved, but considering all of that, I think it all just depends on like how well Albanese will work with Trump, or as well as Carney, and then and Steimer, and as far as that goes, and I think completely forgot about like like who is like the prime minister as far as like New Zealand and all, because I don't know if there's also was another because I wasn't even really paying attention to that one, because as far as like how that would also play out in a way. So considering the other the other aspect of it could also be, you know, as far as that goes, is just the state and territorial politics in Australia, as far as what is going on in like New South Wales or Victoria or Queensland, as far as like, you know, fight over leadership there, and well, when it comes to like the premiers and all that, you know. So that is just another thing altogether, you know. Just as much as like what is happening here in America, you know, that now everybody's now starting to gear up for the midterm election, and be interesting how that will play out. So, anyways, I guess that's per lid. So, talk to you guys later.